Victor Wembanyama just played the best game of his NBA career, setting a career-high 50 points, and what we saw in this game is exactly why the NBA is terrified of what this guy is going to do. This matchup was personal for Victor Wembanyama. Over the summer in the draft, people were hyping up Alex Sarr to be the next Wemby, all because he's French, tall, and shares a lot of the same raw skills. Clearly in this game, Wembanyama used this opportunity against the Wizards to make a statement, the same way he did last season against Chet and the Thunder. Victor made it his personal mission to show that there is no next Wembanyama, and he is truly the one and only of his kind, an alien playing basketball in human form. Let's break down in detail this insane performance where we get a glimpse into the future, a sneak peek of what Victor Wembanyama might look like in his final form. First play of the game, Champagny gets the Spurs off the mark with a free ball, and then the Spurs double their lead. Wemby sets the pick for Castle, who attacks downhill, draws in the defense, kicks out to a popping Wemby, who sinks a catch and shoot triple for his first points of the game. And then Wembanyama feeling himself again, this time last man up the floor trailing, receives the pass, explores his options, realizes Sarr is giving him too much space, and Wemby punishes his fellow countryman for disrespecting his range. Spurs lead 9-0 in the first minute of the game. Wembanyama right here at the top of the key now has Sarr guarding him closely, so he showcases his guard skills, uses the screen from Castle, but instead of jacking up another three, finds his teammate on the roll who easily lays it in. Who'd have thought we'd ever see the 7-footer handling the ball and assisting the 6-foot guard in the pick and roll? Wembanyama was on some serious smoke this game. He does his job as the big, securing the rebound on defense, then brings the ball up the floor like a guard, one-on-one with Alex Sarr. Wemby isos, takes him off the dribble inside and banks it in. Alex Sarr's defense on this play was elite, and at 7-2, if that's any other player in the league, he's blocking that shot. But Wemby isn't your ordinary player. This guy is in a league of his own, an unstoppable force on the floor. Castle right here tries to finish the run over Sarr and misses, but Victor is first to react to the missed shot, grabs the offensive board and puts back the reverse two-handed slam. Although this game was supposed to be about Wemby's offense, don't think that he's not still that guy on defense too. He's averaging a league high 3.8 blocks per game this season, and tell me if you've ever seen better help defense in your life. At the time the pass is played inside to Bob Carrington, Wemby is guarding his man on the perimeter, but he's mobile and quick enough to come over, help and get a big piece of the shot, rejecting it off the glass, an unbelievable display of his foot speed, awareness and athleticism. One of the biggest criticisms of Wemby this season is that he's taken too many threes, and not taking advantage of his biggest strength, which is the fact he's taller than everybody else. Well, in this game Victor did both. This time he's the roller in the pick and roll, receives the bounce pass and just powers his way through the big strong Jonas Valanciunas, absorbs the contact and gets the 3 points the old-fashioned way, converting the and one at the free throw line. Speaking of getting 3 points, he can do it the modern way too. CP3 and Victor showing their chemistry here. Victor the screener, Paul the ball handler, comes round, throws a no-look bounce pass to the perimeter to an open Wemby, who sinks his third trifecta of the ball game. Wemby is in a zone right now. Watch his very subtle yet effective movement off the ball to slip out to the top of the key, catching Valanciunas off guard and knocking down another shot from downtown. That's 4 3-pointers in the game for Victor, and we're only just getting started. And this right here is what makes this guy the most unique basketball player in the world. Wembanyama is literally a 7-4 guard. All it takes is a slip screen here from Blake Wesley for Wemby to beat Valanciunas off the dribble again, and if it was any other player in the NBA right here, they're laying it up. But Wemby is so superhuman, he's just able to take off from anywhere and fly through the air to slam dunk it. What are you actually supposed to do to stop that? Alex Sarr has absolutely no answer for Wembanyama again. Wemby one-on-one with the number 2 pick, puts the ball on the floor, dances, leans, spins, fakes, steps through and just drops it in. Elite footwork from the Frenchman, and just watch on the replay how much distance he's able to cover with every step and how close he gets to the basket with his length. What he's doing on the basketball court is just unbelievable. And watch how effortless Wemby gets his shot off here. From the inbound he pops into the mid-range mid-range, fakes the jump shot and just shoots over Sarr and banks it in. Remember, this isn't just any defender, this is Alex Sarr. He's 7'2" with generational defensive potential, averaging 2.3 blocks per game as a rookie. How many other players in basketball history can just shoot over a guy like that? It's basically a set shot. He barely leaves his feet. Now this is a duo we're going to see a lot more of in the future, Stephon Castle and Victor Wembanyama. Castle's assist numbers are going to be inflated throughout his career playing with this guy, because of plays like this. Castle, simple pass to Wemby, who several steps from behind the arc, squares up and hits yet another 3-ball, his 5th of the game. Down 2 in the 3rd, and check out the basketball IQ from Wembanyama on this play. He knows he can shoot over anyone at any time. Alex Sarr knows this too. And Wemby is aware of the fact that because he's made 5 threes, Sarr is going to do everything to stop him from hitting another. So Wemby weaponizes this against him, rises up and fakes as if he's going to shoot. Sarr jumps as high as he can to contest, and that allows Wemby to attack the open space in behind, and he just effortlessly coasts his way inside for a one-handed dunk. At this point, the Wizards are out of ideas and are just throwing bodies at Wembanyama hoping to stop him. But it doesn't matter what they do because this guy can do whatever he wants. Simple pick and pop, Chris Paul to Victor, Kuzma rushes to close out, Sarr jumps as high as he can, but it's pointless because Victor Wembanyama is on a different level in this game, and this isn't anything new. It's his 3rd consecutive game with 6 3-pointers. We are truly witnessing unprecedented stuff. Once again, I want you to tell me, how do you stop this? Wemby works his way inside, Jordan Poole reaches, can't get the steal, Wemby picks up his dribble, stops, spins, fakes, fades, and gets it to go off the window. Once again, that's Alex Sarr. Chris Paul might mess around and break the all-time assist record playing alongside this guy, because how easy is this? Off-ball screen from Harrison Barnes frees up Wemby from the inbound, wide open trifecta, it's good again, and that's his 7th 3-ball of the game. He's up to 39 points, closing in on his career high, and right after making a play on offense, he gets a huge stop on defense. If it was against any other team, Kuzma turning the corner on the drive here is attacking at speed and getting to the rim. He sees Wembanyama in the paint and suddenly has other ideas, so he decides to stop on the drive, fake the turnaround jumper to step through and score. But Wembanyama leaps up well above the rim to swat it off the backboard. Look how high he's jumping. What chance does anybody have scoring in the paint against this guy? And then moments later he pulls down the defensive board, securing the stop for his team. Looking at this play right here, you should already know what's going to happen. Wemby has mastered the art of trailing, waiting for the defense to set up and deliberately being the last man up the floor. He does it right here, and because he arrives so late, it allows him to just step into a catch and shoot 3, and when he's shooting like this, he isn't going to miss. And that 3-ball right there took him up to 43 points, besting his previous career high with 8 made 3-pointers in the game. This guy is not human. Into the 4th quarter now, watch how Victor curls around CP3, receives the handoff bounce pass, and with a full head of steam attacks inside. He's ripped on the drive, but who said big men are slow to react? Wemby's an exception to that rule and everything we think we know about basketball, because he's first to react and recover the loose ball under the basket and scores the easiest points he's had all night to take his tally up to 45. Wemby then gets to the line several times, makes 3 of 4 free throws to take him up to 48 points, and I want you to tell me how any opposing coach is supposed to prepare or stop this. Victor Wembanyama in the high post, guarded by Kispert, has got nearly a foot height advantage over the defender. So Wemby identifies this, just turns to face up, shoots over him from the mid-range, and with that make he's up to 50 points. His first ever 50-point game in the NBA, exceeding his previous career high by 10 points. And with 7 minutes to go left in the game, with it all but over, Victor Wembanyama goes to the bench after just 26 minutes. If he'd played 35-40 minutes, he could have got 65-70 points. Even despite playing this little, he was able to put up a stat line of 50 points, shot 18 of 29 from the field, that's 62%. He made 8 of 16 3-pointers, had 2 assists, 3 blocks and 6 rebounds. You know this guy is really changing basketball as a 7'4" center with more 3-pointers made than rebounds, and still having a great game. As for Alex Sarr, he well and truly had his welcome to the NBA moment. Held to just 12 points and 2 rebounds in 25 minutes, 6 of 14 shooting. I bet he left this game relieved, knowing that when it comes to international hoops playing for the French national team, that he's gonna have this guy on his team. A lot of people have doubted Wembanyama this season, criticizing him for his play, and are disappointed in him for not taking the leap forward they expected him to. Well, this was his coming out party. With this performance, he put to bed any worries of a sophomore slump, and I think from here on, it's gonna get scary. This is the turning point for his season. Victor Wembanyama is gonna go on and win Defensive Player of the Year and be an all-star this season. I'm calling it right now. And if people hadn't already learned their lesson with ball, they should have learned now after this game in regards to Alex Sarr. Just because you're tall with guard-like skills doesn't automatically make you a unicorn, and it doesn't make you Victor Wembanyama, because this guy is something else. He's looking more and more like a taller Kevin Durant by the game, and the scariest thing about it all is you just know he's gonna get better and better. Victor Wembanyama will eat the NBA, and performances like this is why people believe he can go on to become the greatest of all time. But if you've made it up to this point of the video and enjoyed, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you keep up to speed with all our breakdowns. And since you're here and enjoyed this video, make sure to click the big box in the middle of your screen to check out other videos on the channel. Let me know down below in the comments if you think when it's all said and done, Victor Wembanyama will be a top 15 player ever. And on that note, it's DKM signing out until next time, and peace.